Please step forward, face the clerk, raise your right hand and be sworn.
Do you swear or affirm testimony about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Thank you. Keep your voice down here. Microphone's this way, but you
Yes.
that way, okay? Thank you.
Good morning. Can you please introduce yourself to the jury?
Yes. Hi, my name is Claudia Portocarrero.
And how old are you, Ms. Portocarrero?
I'm 21.
Are you in school?
Yes.
What school do you go to?
I go to Clemson University.
What are you studying?
I'm studying language and international health.
When do you graduate?
I graduate in May of 2027.
Do you know the Pino family?
Yes, I do.
Can you tell us how you know the Pino family?
Yes, I've known the Pino family my whole life. My mom is cousins with Cassie, George's.
Just slow down just a little bit. Okay, thank you.
Do you know or did you know Miss Lucy Fernandez?
Yes, I've also known Lucy my whole life.
How did you know Miss Fernandez?
We went to school together since we were 4 years old at Epiphany.
And before September of 2022, did you know Katy Puig?
Yes.
Can you tell us how you knew Miss Puig?
Yes, Katy was also one of my closest friends. We also started Epiphany together when we were 4 years old.
Are you still friends?
Yes.
Were you at Ocean Reef with the Pinos the weekend of September 4th, 2022?
Yes.
What were you doing in Ocean Reef that weekend?
That weekend we were celebrating Ceci's 18th birthday.
Were you on a boat on September 4th, 2022?
Yes.
Were you involved in a boating accident that day?
Yes.
Before the accident, were you at a sandbar?
Yes.
Do you remember the name of the sandbar?
I don't remember.
Do you know how you arrived at the sandbar?
By boat.
Who was driving the boat?
George.
So, when you were at the sandbar that day, can you tell us who else was there with you?
Yes. There was 12 girls on, or 10 girls on the boat, I believe. And there was other boats at the sandbar as well.
Do you remember who was on those other boats?
I remember that there was about 4 boats.
Okay. Can you tell us who was on them, if you remember?
Yes, I remember the Suarez family was there, the Fernandez family, the Portuondos, and the Pardos is who I remember.
Okay. Were there also some boys that were at the sandbar as well?
Yes.
Do you remember who some of those boys were?
I remember a few of them. Diego, Nicholas, and Marco is who I remember. But I know that there was probably about 10 of them.
10 in total.
Yes.
Were you consuming alcohol that day?
Yes.
Do you remember how many drinks you had approximately?
I don't remember exactly how many I had, but I know I had a seltzer and a beer.
When you were at the sandbar, at any point, do you remember if you ever saw Mr. Pino holding an alcoholic drink in his hand?
No.
Do you remember having any conversations with Mr. Pino at the sandbar?
No.
And at the sandbar, you were mostly spending time with your friends?
Yes.
When you were leaving the sandbar, talk to me about when you were leaving the sandbar and what happened.
So when we got back on the boat, pretty much what I remember is we were dancing on the back of the boat, just really having a great time all together. And then we all took our spots and we left.
And was Mr. Pino on this boat as well?
Yes.
Did he seem intoxicated in any way?
No.
Did he seem impaired in any way?
No.
So this accident, did it happen on the way back from Billy's Point back to Ocean Reef?
Yes.
Where were you sitting on the boat, if you remember?
I was sitting towards the front of the boat.
And so during the boat ride back from Billy's Point, can you describe how that boat ride felt?
It felt like nothing out of the ordinary. We were, again, just all really happy and enjoying our time together.
How did the speed of the boat feel to you?
Nothing out of the ordinary.
Did you ever tell Mr. and Mrs. Pino to slow down or to change the way that they were operating the boat?
No.
And prior to the accident, had you been on a boat before?
Yes.
Do you recall how many times, more or less? I know it's hard to tell, but if you can describe for us how many times you've been on a boat before.
I would consider myself a pretty experienced boater. My family never owned a boat, but I had gone on boats with my friends my whole life.
Had you been on a boat with Mr. Pino before?
Yes.
And this boat ride on September 4th, prior to the accident, did it feel any different than any other boat ride you've taken in your life?
No.
So back to September 4th, that boat ride from the sandbar to Ocean Reef. What were you and the rest of the girls doing during the boat ride?
I just remember we were really happy, singing, enjoying our time together.
So there was music playing?
Yes.
And you mentioned everyone was sitting. Everyone was sitting on the cushion of the boat?
Yes, in the respective spots.
Was anybody sitting, and I learned this term just the other day, so it's okay if you don't know it. Was anybody sitting on the gunnel of the boat? It's like the railing. See that railing over there, kind of the railing of a boat?
No.
None of the girls were sitting on top of that?
No.
Okay. So you were saying that some of the girls were singing and they were dancing in their chairs. Did any of the girls have their hands up in the air?
Yes, I would say a good amount of us probably, as we were singing.
Okay. Now, what happened after the accident, after the impact?
I just remember opening my eyes after the impact and seeing a lot of white. And the first thing I saw when I opened my eyes was George, and I thought he was dead. I just saw a lot of blood gushing, and then my friends were telling me that I had to get out of the boat. By the time I was going to get off the boat, it was kind of almost flipped. So instead of jumping from the boat, I practically stepped into the water because of how tilted it was. And then I honestly, I don't remember much. I just swam, and I swam to where Ceci was with Katy, and I tried to help her, keep her afloat. And then at that point, we saw the rescue boat, and I was just helping wave them down until they were nice enough to help get Katy onto that boat.
Okay, so a moment ago you mentioned that you thought Mr. Pino was dead. This was after the impact. Can you tell us why you thought that? How did he look to you?
Yes, I just thought that because there was a lot of blood gushing from his head and he seemed unconscious.
Do you remember if his eyes were open or closed?
I don't remember.
At some point you said you ended up in the water. Do you remember if anyone said to jump into the water? Did you hear anybody call that out?
Yes. I don't remember exactly who it was, but I know people were telling me I had to get out.
Do you remember if it was a female voice or a male voice that said to jump?
Definitely a female voice.
Okay. One moment, Your Honor. No further questions.
Judge, I'm sorry, just take a moment.
Take your time.
Thank you, Judge. Hi there.
Hi.
My name is Laura Adams. Same. I know this is really hard, okay? But I want to ask you a few questions about that day that the boat crash happened, okay? Were you or any of the other girls wearing life jackets, either to the sandbar or on the way back?
No.
Okay. I know you said that you didn't notice if, well, first off, do you see George Pino in the courtroom?
Yes.
Can you please point to him and describe what he's wearing so that our record will be clear?
Yes, he's right over there and wearing a blue tie.
Stipulate.
Oh, sorry.
I want to ask you if on the day that this incident happened, I know you said that you had consumed some alcohol.
Yes.
Some of that alcohol came from the boat that Mr. and Mrs. Pino brought you there to the sandbar on, right?
Yes, I got my alcohol from that boat and others as well.
Okay. Did you feel like you were drunk, about to pass out?
No.
Did you feel a little buzzed?
At the maximum, but I did not feel impaired.
Okay. But buzzed, right? Happy, correct?
Yes, yes.
Okay, gotcha. So now you'd agree that maybe people that are buzzed from alcohol are not the best judges of whether somebody else is also buzzed from alcohol, right?
Yes.
Okay. And obviously at this party you weren't there to hang out with the defendant and his wife. You were there to hang out with your friends and the other boys that were there. Fair to say?
Yes.
So you weren't keeping an eye on everything that the defendant, George Pino, was doing, were you?
No.
And you've known him for a long time, correct?
Yes.
And you had faith and trust that he'd be able to safely take you and your friends back to Ocean Reef for the party that was going to be that night, right?
Yes.
And because you had trust in him, you weren't turning around and looking to be like, oh my gosh, where's this man going to go, were you?
No.
I'm going to show you a little diagram. It's got a number 11 on it. It's in evidence. I know it's been a long time, but do you think if looking on this exhibit, you'd be able to let us know where you were seated on the way back?
Yes.
Where? Number 12? Why don't you write your name right there by number 12? So, Ms. Porter Carrera, so you're at seat number 12, right?
Yes.
And so if you're at seat number 12, you're kind of actually facing more toward the back of the boat, right?
Yes.
So in order to see what was ahead of you, if you're here at seat number 12, you'd have to be looking like this, right?
Yes.
But you weren't doing that, were you?
No.
Because you trusted that Mr. Pino would get you back safe.
Yes.
Do you remember the, let's say, 5-10 seconds prior to when that crash happened?
I would say 10 seconds before, yes.
And tell us exactly what you were doing then.
I was singing with my friends.
Okay. Did anybody stand up?
No.
In those last 10 seconds, were people holding up their hands to block the defendant's view?
People were waving their hands as they were singing. I'm not exactly sure if they were directly above, but I don't believe so.
Okay. So, from your vantage point, there was nothing anybody was doing at the front of that boat that would have made it impossible
No.
for the defendant to see what's in front of him, right?
No.
Okay, thank you very much. Oh, wait, actually, I did want to ask you something. Showing you State's Exhibit number 1. This was your friend Lucy, right?
Yes.
And you knew her for how long?
My whole life since we started Epiphany, I'm 4 years old.
I'm sorry for the loss of your friend. I don't have anything else.
Questions, Judge?
Oh, thank you. The witness is excused. Thank you.
Thank you.